Now we will see the food poisoning. Food poisoning means the growth of microorganism on the food that is open and we have not taken care of that, we have not placed inside the refrigerator. So we can say growth of microorganism on food. And such microorganisms, or we can say pathogens, converts food into amines, or we can say poison, and it becomes smelly, food poisoning means growth of microorganisms on food. Pathogens or microorganisms converts that food into amines, so that protein is converted into amines. Amines means amino acids. Amine means amino acids, or we can say poison. It makes the food smelly. So when the smell comes from food, we have kept our food open whole night. So in the morning we realize some kind of smell is coming. That smell is telling us that pathogens or microorganisms are grown on that food and they have converted the food into poison. If we eat such kind of food, then we will get ill. Some symptoms are vomiting, upset stomach, loose motion. It means we are facing food poisoning. So what we need to do? We need to be very careful. We need to keep our food in the refrigerator, or before eating it we should heat it up again, and we should skip ourselves from food poisoning. Otherwise it can be very serious or severe. Maybe it will be the cause of death of the patient. Food preservation means we are preserving the food from poisoning. So there are so many techniques by that we can preserve our food. One is sun drying. See, microorganisms require the moisture and air to grow. So first thing is that if we are drying the food in sunlight, like pickles, mango pickles, papads, so what are we doing? Cabbage, cauliflower, some other vegetables, carrots, we are keeping them in the sunlight. Sunlight will remove the moisture from those foods. It means they will minimize the chances of growth of microorganisms. Then those kind of food can be used for longer period of time. Heating. So what we can do? Before eating any kind of food, we should heat that. If we are heating it, then the microbes will get killed. As well as heat and cool. In case of milk, first we heat the milk from 70 degree to 80 degree and rapid cooling of the milk. This process kills the bacteria and viruses at higher temperature, then rapid cooling will kill them at lower temperature. This process is known as pasteurization. This was discovered by the Louis Pasteur. That's why its name is pasteurized. Pasteurized milk can be drink without heating. Adding the salt. if we add the salt in the food, then it will remove the water from the food and kill the microorganism. So adding the salt, mostly in pickles, our mother used to add the salt, and that salt keep our food preserved for longer period of time. Adding sugar and oil. Sugar also remove the moisture from food, and oil kills the bacteria and viruses those are available in the food. Even fungi are also killed by the oil. They do not grow in oily environment. So adding sugar and oil, these are also the techniques to preserve the food for longer period. And one more is refrigerators. Refrigerator keeps the temperature low, and at low temperature most of the microorganism growth is very slow. That's why we keep our remaining food in our refrigerators to preserve them for 1 or 2 days. Because at low temperature those microorganisms do not grow. Same is deep freezing. One more is deep freezing. Deep freezing means if we are keeping the food at minimum temperature or generally at lower than 0 degrees Celsius. At such a low temperature, most of the microorganisms do not survive. They get killed. That's why we say at deep freezing, most of the microorganisms are getting killed and our food can be preserved for longer period of time. This is known as the food preservation. Some chemicals are also there. If you eat chips or other packet foods, so you will find in ingredients part food preservative. So there are 3 names. One is sodium benzoate. Another one is sodium metabisulfite. Third is citric acid or vinegar. In case of packed foods, we see that these are the chemicals: sodium benzoate, sodium metabisulfite, citric acid or vinegar. These are also work as a food preservative and they stop or kill the food poisoning microorganisms. So we can say these are the chemical methods by which we can preserve our food. First one is, these are very important, so you should remember them: sodium benzoate, sodium metabisulfite, citric acid and vinegar. So you have used the chips packet, right? In chips packet there is big amount of air. So why it is? It is actually nitrogen gas in packet foods. Generally in case of chips packets, you all have used. Nitrogen is inert gas. So what they do, they remove the oxygen, because in presence of oxygen microorganism grows, because they also require oxygen for respiration. So what industry people do, they just remove the oxygen gas, and in chips packet they fill the nitrogen gas. Why? Nitrogen gas is inert gas. It do not react with the food. So food don't get rancid, don't get smelly. Also, all the chips are very crispy. moisture is not there. No? So they remove the moisture and oxygen and fill the nitrogen gas. So our food, our chips should be preserved. So when we open the chips packet, then we get the crispy and dry chips. So these were the different techniques: chemical techniques, sun drying, heating, adding oil and salt and sugar, and adding the nitrogen gas and adding these chemical. So by these all techniques we can preserve our food. It will not give the food poisoning, so we can keep ourselves safe and secure.